Good afternoon, Mason Nation. It's Monday, April 14th, and welcome back to Mason Cable News. I'm Ashley Hill.
And I'm Sana Malik.
I-Week just happened. It actually just ended yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
It was actually a really cool week. You know, being a freshman, it was my first I-Week, and I'm really glad I got to experience
That's exciting.
a lot of the events.
Exciting.
I think the coolest event for me was the hula hoop contest.
See, I didn't see that, but I saw pictures.
Oh, really?
Tons of pictures from actually all the events, but very nice. It was well put together.
It really was. The coolest part was you would go anywhere on campus and there would be a bunch of people hula hooping and practicing, and this just isn't any ordinary hula hooping. They were doing some crazy tricks.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
Well, speaking of I-Week, we do have Philanthropy Week, which is this week. So during this week is the first ever Philanthropy Week. George Mason University students have the opportunity to help each other by being philanthropists. It's something patriots already do, according to Dana Kasich, who received the College of Humanities and Social Sciences Dean's Challenge Award last year to help her complete her graduate degree. It's an honor to have other students support my success and to have been a part of a student body who so obviously desires to make the world a better place, she says. Philanthropy Week educates students on the impact of giving to George Mason and encourages them to make their first gift to university. While an annual student giving campaign has occurred over the past few years, this is the first year a week-long celebration will take place.
Well, the George Mason Student Government Multicultural Diversity Affair Department will be sponsoring a diversity roundtable event tomorrow at the Johnson Center Room C from 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. The Multicultural and Diversity Affair Department is a unique committee that has the goal of promoting an open community at the Mason, open to all cultures, religions, sexual orientation, and so forth. The purpose of the Diversity Roundtable is to bring together all of the registered student organizations at Mason to discuss their plans and possibly intermingle ideas. The end target being to establish strong bonds behind each RSO. If you are part of one, this is a great way to meet with fellow student organizations for future collaborations. Do make plans to come.
Chalky Friend is actually a great activist in many realms. He's dedicated to teaching new artists at George Mason University and produces books on the fine arts on the city of Boston, and is an active figurative painter whose work focuses on bold topics such as the human condition and governmental issues. If realism is painting reality, then I am a realist or humanist painter. I am painting the reality I perceive in front of me, Friend said. His newest work, We the People, is on view this spring at Milton Academy's Nesto Gallery. It seems his work is always a mixture of acknowledging the human condition and rendering these issues with coinciding beauty out of mediation upon our troubling existence.
There will be several board meetings by the student government that will be open to the public. The first is the University Services Committee meeting on Tuesday from 3:30 to 4:30 at the Hub, Suite 2300, which deals with a variety of student issues from housing to parking. The second is the Government and Academic Affairs, also on Tuesday from 5:30 to 6:30 at the Hub, Suite 2300, which will deal with all topics related to the academics and Mason voting. And finally, on Wednesday from 6:30 to 7:30, the Mason Affairs State Outreach and Networking will be having a meeting to discuss alumni affairs, local, state, and federal government officials and the outside community. We encourage everyone to attend them as they bring up some important information that may answer any questions that you have. And now onto a commercial break.
WGMU Radio and WGMURadio.com.
Welcome to a special edition of the First Pick. Will Reed. Jonah, it was a pleasure having you on the show today. Appreciate it.
I'm Ben Simpson on the phone today. We have Drew. How are you doing today, Drew? I mean, you're
kind of what made you decide to write a book about them?
You know, it wasn't my idea.
You're out in Maryland, right?
I am. I used to work with George Mason people that way.
To promote the book as much as possible. We're here around campus.
Thanks, dude.
All right, have a great one.
You will read. Jonah, it was a pleasure having you on the show today. Appreciate it. You're listening to WGMU Radio on WGMUradio.com.
Attention all seniors, this Thursday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Hub Room 1021, Mason graduates will have the opportunity to get a senior portrait for the yearbook. Don't forget to order your copy of the GM View today.
On Thursday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., visit the South Plaza Poetry and Prose booth to receive a free poem about any good friend or secret crush you may have.
Now here's a video about the Mason seniors.
Hey guys, we're here on the sideline with Robbie Steckinger. We're just going to ask him a few questions. It is senior night, he's a senior. So Robbie, what has been your greatest accomplishment during your volleyball career?
Getting some game-changing blocks and helping our team out in crunch time.
Oh, that sounds great. Are there any shout-outs that you want to give to mom, dad, anyone else?
Yeah, I want to thank my family, Mason, and all my teammates. Love you guys.
Well, that was Robbie, guys, and we'll move on to our next senior. Ashley Hill here again. I'm here with Joe Heim. He is another one of Mason's seniors. So, Joe, what has been one of the challenges that you have overcome during your volleyball career?
One of the major challenges that I've faced is being one of the shorter players out on the court. So I've really relied on my athleticism and really doing my best to make as much of a physical presence on the court as I can. Only being 6'1", and my best friend being like 6'7", it's tough, but it makes it all worth it.
Are there any shout-outs that you want to give?
I like to give a shout out to my friends and family, especially my mom and my dad. They've been supporting me through everything from high school sports all the way through this, so I love them and couldn't be more happy.
Ashley Hill here again. We're here with John Lutz. So John, what has your experience with the team been like?
The 4 years that I've been here, the experience has just been great. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. You know, these guys, they're pretty awesome. You know, they're my brothers, they're my homies. You know, I die for them, and they're the best thing in the world, and I'm going to, know them for the rest of my life, so I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Are there any shout-outs that you want to give?
Yeah, our personal trainer, Joey Cerzega, I don't know if he's around, but he keeps pretty much all of us healthy, and if it wasn't for him, none of us would probably be here. And then obviously, my parents, they're the support and family that, you need.
Well, you heard it from John himself, and we'll be right back with our next senior. Ashley Hill here again. Here with John Jepson. He's another senior on the George Mason volleyball team. So John, what is the one thing that you're going to miss most about playing volleyball?
I'm probably going to miss just the day-to-day interaction with all the guys, from the locker room antics to just before and after practice and during practice competing with them. Just every moment has been great, so I'm going to miss all that.
Are there any shout-outs that you want to give?
Just my family, all my friends, and Pat. That's it.
Well, thank you so much, John, and we'll be right back with another senior.
Thank you.
Hey guys, welcome back. Ashley Hill here. I'm here with Pete Cuppernell, one of the George Mason seniors. So Pete, what has been your motivation to get you through your career as a volleyball player?
Well, it's a love for the game, really. We're all here at the end of the day because we want to be here and because we love the game. And especially this year, as I'm sure it's going to be said tonight, we lost one of our teammates last summer, Pat Sibley, and his loss, and that's been a huge motivation for us this year. Especially, he always brought a huge level of intensity in the gym, and we tried to replicate that this year.
Well, are there any shout-outs that you want to give?
Sure, my family especially. They've supported me incredibly throughout my time, both at George Mason and in high school, and to the other seniors out here. I mean, we're all here because we love it, and it's going to be a fun night for all of us.
We'll be right back with another senior. Ashley Hill here with the last George Mason volleyball senior of 2014, Dave Lucas. Now tell me, what is one thing you've learned during your career as a volleyball player that you'll take with you?
Well, I had the unique position of actually growing up on the volleyball court. My dad played here at George Mason in the 80s, and I grew up on stories of them winning the EIVA and beating Penn State, being the underdogs, going to the Final Four for 2 of the 3 times that our program's ever done it. And those stories, and just I really learned to believe in the underdog and to basically believe in the idea of hard work, that anybody can beat anybody, that if you work hard enough, you're going to be rewarded. So volleyball has been the vehicle for that for me.
That's a wonderful lesson. Are there any shout outs that you want to give?
Yeah, definitely to my dad, Rick, my mom, Linda, my siblings. My brother played here, Eric, and then Bethany and Ruthie. They'll all be here tonight. My grandparents, Umi and Upi, love you guys so much.
Well, that's all for our George Mason seniors of 2014. We wish them the best of luck on all their future endeavors.
And here are the tweets of the day.
This one is from Anne-Marie Carroll. I'm begging you, GMU, turn on the AC. I'm melting.
Is it that bad?
I'm not literally melting, but it's still pretty hot, yeah.
I mean, I don't live on campus, so I wouldn't know, but...
They're not going to turn on the AC until April 25th. They're not going to turn off the heat until the 21st, at least in Dominion. So I don't know.
Well, I feel bad for you. If you're in Dominion, that is.
Okay.
Well, Kat says, next year is going to be so much better here at GMU, and I can't wait.
I wonder why that is.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh well. Well, that's all we have for today. I'm Ashley Hill.
And I'm Sana Malik. Have a good evening, Mason.